Hi guys, so another really common issue we deal with in surfers are shoulder injuries. So we're going to talk about what we call shoulder impingement, which comes about from the shoulder spending too much time rolling in. So very commonly it occurs when you're paddling in that pull down stroke. This comes about from the shoulder rolling in and from the mid back being far too stiff. Kate here is going to help me demonstrate a few of the most common exercises we give clients to try and free up that mid back and open up the shoulder. So the first one we use our trusty foam roller for. Kate's going to get into a nice comfortable position with her legs bent, her hands behind the head, and she's going to lift her bottom up and just roll up and down the foam roller. She's going to do this at a pretty quick pace, or whatever's comfortable for her. The slower she goes, the more uncomfortable it can be. Another variation of this one is Kate placing her bum on the mat and leaning back, trying to get her head towards the floor. Kate is quite flexible, so she can get pretty low. Don't be alarmed if you can't get that low. Thank you. Popping up. All right, so the next one we're going to do is something called Theraband stop sign. So what you need for this is a piece of Theraband, and generally you need to tie it to something a bit lower than hip height. Because we're out on the beach today, we don't have anything to tie that Theraband to, so I'm going to use my trusty steed to help me. So Kate's going to come over here and grab the Theraband, and she's going to sit down nice and low for me, so it's coming down from an angle. So you want to make sure when you're doing this one, the whole movement is to open up the shoulder. So you lead up with the elbow, and then the hand comes up as well. So the whole shoulder is opening rather than spending all that time in that closed down position. So the shoulder goes up, the hand follows. Some really important points to remember is that when you do this one, don't let the back arch. You're cheating. Your bottom has to be tucked under. Your tummy has to be nice and tight so your core is turned on. And the elbow and the hand have to get to that 90-90 point. You want to do about 10 to 20 of these in a row, holding everything nice and tight, nice and controlled. Don't get flung at all. So everything is with good control. Thank you. All right. The third and final move that we're going to do is something called shoulder dislocates. Oh, we're actually going to grab that Theraband again. You can use a broom for this one or a Theraband, whatever you have handy. Kate's going to be my demonstrator again. She's going to hold a Theraband quite wide, about wider than hip width, with a bit of tension. She's going to stand side on so you can see today. Holding her hips tucked under and her tummy nice and tight. She's going to take her hands up above her head and all the way back around if she can. Kate is very flexible, so again, not many people can get this first time around. She's done a lot of this, so you can just go up to where is comfortable. So you might just be above your head or a little bit behind your head and then back down again. And you want to aim to do about 10 to 20 of those. Those are three of the most common exercises we can give you to start with the shoulders to get them nice and mobile. Move that upper back so that you get more out of your paddle time when you're on the water.